So we told you from the jump that baby oil was a big thing in the whole Diddy scandal, that the Fed seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And it is the thing that people have talked so much about because it was such a bizarre...
It's so odd. And remember, we spoke with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer, on one of our documentaries, The Downfall of Diddy, on Tubi. And we asked him about it. And he didn't quite know what to say about it. You know,
he kind of made a joke about it.
He kind of made a joke about it.
Right.
But now we know at least what one of the accusers in a civil lawsuit,
a brand new accuser,
a brand new one, is saying the purpose of the baby oil, and it's not what we thought.
No, this accuser, who is filed as a John Doe, says that the baby oil was laced, and that the purpose of placing the baby oil on people involved in these freak-offs
was to drug them.
Right.
And that what, according to this lawsuit, that Diddy would have the person slather baby oil all over them that is laced with some substance. We don't know whether he's talking about GHB or something like that. We just don't know. But it would render the person kind of semi-conscious, I suppose.
In the lawsuit, a man who claims to have met Diddy in 2007 while working as a Vegas adult male entertainer states he was initially hired for dances and other performances. However, the situation escalated into participation in sex parties. He alleges that the infamous baby oil was involved, and it led to him being coerced into engaging in sexual acts, as detailed in the legal filing, slapped on it to the point where it was dripping. After the baby oil was applied, the man began feeling drowsy and disoriented. He claims that these effects made him more susceptible to engaging in the sexual activities Diddy allegedly directed him to perform during the encounters.
As he says Diddy watched, we're not going to get more specific. It's about as graphic as it gets, based on this lawsuit. But suffice it to say, Diddy was up close and personal watching.
The lawsuit is highly graphic, and as you mentioned, the feds have noted the 1,000 bottles of baby oil referenced in the criminal indictment, though it was not elaborated on. It seemed more like kink-shaming, implying Diddy's possible preference for baby oil, but without indicating any actual crime. It appeared to be more of a personal attack. However, if these details are part of the forensic evidence collected during the raids on his compound, it could add a significant new layer to the case and shift its direction entirely.
New dimension to this case.
Now, Charles, the one thing that I didn't quite know from the lawsuit, although I'm assuming, is that if this is true, I guess they would have taken the bottle and unscrewed the cap,
and opened,
and then pour in whatever the drug is, and then close it. But I don't think he would have done it to 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
No, but you would keep the if this is true, you keep the baby oil stocked, and then you open it and put whatever in when you need it.
What I'm getting at is, was there a stash allegedly with this drug in it that the Feds seized?
Did the Feds find that?
That's right.
Well, I'm curious, and we don't know. This is a civil lawsuit filed by this accuser, but we don't know if the Feds have had any contact with this person.
Right.
Have they shared this information with the Feds? And was this person, I don't know if this was clear from the lawsuit or not, Derek, was this person ever, did they say that they were flown or transported? Did they fly or drive on Diddy's dime to any of these?
There are typical allegations regarding expenses being covered, such as transportation and other costs. So this will likely
things are part of the federal.
But this, but this could be too. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no,
I
agree.
You need the interstate element, for
I
this
was saying
man.
In addition to the baby oil.
In addition to, but the baby oil itself, if this was a means of drugging somebody, if there's proof of that, even if it wasn't from one state to another, it would still be relevant in the case.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But by the way, not the only case that was filed yesterday.
Right. There was also another one filed.
Two other ones.
Two others that were filed?
There were two women.
These were coming in.
Two women, each of whom filed their own lawsuit, but they both say they were together in the 90s and went to a party at a famous club in New York and ended up at Trump Tower, the Trump Hotel in Midtown New York, and that they were taken up to the penthouse, both of whom say they were raped. And they claim at Diddy's direction. And
this was also an allegation of they were served a drink. Were they?
That's right.
Yeah.
They said they were drugged and then they were raped. They were even though they're separate lawsuits, they're both filed by Tony Busby, who's the lawyer who's filed a lot of these. And it's very clear when you read it that two of these women were together because each says there was another woman present.
Diddy
We did hear
responded
back
to
from
the
Diddy,
allegations with a standard statement, saying he can't address them individually, but firmly denying any sexual assaults involving adults, minors, women, or men. He repeats this response each time new claims are filed. It's worth noting that the lawsuit filed by the male accuser was represented by Lisa Bloom, not Tony Busby. However, the two subsequent lawsuits filed by the women, including one regarding the Trump Hotel incident, were handled by Busby's law firm. Diddy's legal team continues to deny the allegations and defends him in each case.